This form of meditation or upasana, then, how is it done? It is an inner work. You begin to see your own capacity of what you can do or not do. What are you, how sensitive you are to your own body, mind, sense complex. While you invoke the divine, how much you are in touch with your own equipment with which you have come. And so here it is a journey into first preparing the ground, setting ourselves up appropriately before we enter into the mental form of worship called upasana. We need to understand, to be able to get into to be able to access the mind and work with the mind, engage with the mind by creating that altar and doing your worship. It is an internal activity that you will undertake. It's very powerful. There is nothing more powerful than being able to do something mentally with a sharp focus. Its impact, its result is far more than physicalized form of prayer, which is given to us as a gift, so we remain less distracted. But when you can command your mind to hold an altar while you perform your prayer, that is the capacity, that power that you generate from yourself to be able to hold an altar until you complete your puja is a great power of meditation, of a upasaka, people who are devotees and good practitioners, contemplative practitioners. A contemplative practitioner is not a secular soul, understand. He is a yogi or a yogini. When we say a yogi or a yogini, what is it we mean? We mean someone who has gained that capacity to be able to invite the infinite and hold that altar in the mind's eye. And that capacity will take the soul to great dimensions in the non-physical world. To be able to engage, to be able to dialogue, to be able to receive messages, to be able to access the higher realms. These are very natural gifts that you receive when you become a devotee who is a contemplative meditator. If you are just meditating on your nose or between your eyes or your just for some cleansing purpose, some chakra cleaning, these are, well, of course that's also work, but you have not brought in the infinite in this space yet. When you bring in the infinite in your inner world, inner space, inner practice, understand you have moved into an upasana which is described and stipulated in the Vedas. And therefore, to be a upasaka, to be a meditator who meditates upon the Lord, you need to be, number one, a devotee. You need to have the the deep connect in prayer to the divine, no? And once I have learned the tools which we will be sharing with you, the tools of reaching that space, that inner space, we require to understand there is a journey involved here. To be able to sit in my inner space without being bothered by the body aches and pains or the posture or the breath or a distracting mind. Well, my prayer makes me a great sadhaka. A good disciplined practitioner alone can do a Manasa Puja. A Manasa Puja can be done only when somebody is a disciplined meditator, a contemplative practitioner. Why? Why? Because he needs to access the inner workings of the mind. He needs to understand what is the maunam, what is that inner, the power of the inner stillness. The power of the inner stillness, antar maunam, the power of the inner stillness is that power that gives you, when you become aware of it, you find yourself working with new and powerful tools already, which is there with you. The tools such as learning to be aware of the world around, learning to be aware of the inner thoughts, learning to have this capacity to consciously create a thought, hold it for as long as you want and dissolve it when you are done with it. It's a skill. Or being aware of the thoughts which are spontaneous. Your capacity to be able to allow thoughts to come and you nip them as you choose to nip them. You allow them to dissolve consciously. These are skills. These are very, very special skills.